Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we're going to do some creative self-generating sequences, and we're going to affect that sequence with Flux effects by 4Pocket. So you can do some really interesting stuff very easily, just using one track in Drambo and really not having to do any real work at all, and you can just listen to this thing generate and change. It's very cool. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to add a random module here. So we go into Modulator, go all the way down to the bottom of the modulator section and add a random modulator in, and it starts with a range of 1, which is fine, and bipolar is switched off. That's fine. Then we're going to add a CV quantizer, and we can find this in miscellaneous utility, and it will be let's see, right near the top here. CV quantizer is in utilities, and we shall add that in. Okay, so we need to make a connection. We need to have our CV quantizer connected to our random, so we click on this and tap this, and that's good. And then we can select some notes just for start. And now I'm going to add an instrument in, and I'm going to go to generator. I'm going to go to instrument rack here. I'm going to go down to factory. I'm going to go down to instruments, and I'm going to put this first one in this 3D boiling pad. So if you've got Drambo, you'll have this. Okay, so far you'll have everything if you have Drambo. And there it is. Now, if I play this now, if I just scroll along back here, if I play this now, I'm going to have to adjust the scale of my CV quantizer. Otherwise, it's going to throw out really high-pitched notes. So we're going to just pull this back like this. And now if I press play, nothing will happen. So we need to input some MIDI notes. We'll just input 4 for now. Okay, so we'll go all the way along to the end, and here I will put in a processor and an audio unit, and I'll go to the top and I'll just search for Flux, and there is Flux. So this is Flux effects by 4Pocket. All right, okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see what's going on. And then we can scroll down to the actual effects part. Now this is very cool. This will add different effects here to different parts of the sequence. So first of all, I'm going to add a few extra notes in here so it's a bit more interesting, and I'm going to press play. So this is pattern 1, and I'm going to put some repeats in and a couple of pans. So if you're listening through headphones, then I'm going to choose pattern 2 and put some other stuff in. And here we can choose what type of effect the pitch is having. Maybe put in a couple of gates. And you can choose the intensity of the gate. Let's go to pattern 3. A couple of tape stops. And again, we can choose the type of effect here. let's reduce that one a bit. Maybe put a bit of a filter. And you can choose the filter type as well. Okay, so that can be pattern 3. Let's go to pattern 4. Cool. That'll do for pattern 4. I think that sounds nice. Let's go to maybe pattern 5. Try some delay. Okay, so we can play with the synth. So when you're happy with, you've built up a load of patterns inside of Flux, right? We can move that out of the way. We can mess with some of the synth settings here that this synth has been built. This 3D boiling pad. So it's got a reverb on it already. It's got an envelope. Some LFOs. Then we can also change the quantize. We could also increase the scale a little bit, see what happens. Chuck in a few extra, or we could increase the bar length to 4 bars and then change. Out some of the notes. Okay. Now this is where it gets really cool. When you're satisfied with the sound, stuff like that, and you may have made more modulation adjustments, you may have added another instrument and combine that as well. So don't forget all this, we're still on just one track, and all we're doing is inputting a few notes on a sequencer and then pressing play. Here's where this gets super cool now. Cool. We're gonna build a song. Okay, so you see where it says song construction here. What we do is we choose a pattern. Okay, now these aren't related to these numbers. These are the song chain positions. So these are how it will play. And we can have up to 16 kind of steps in a song. So we're going to start with maybe the pattern 1 we made, and we've got 5 of them we can see. So the pattern 1 we made here, we can just go insert over here, and this will insert that pattern into the song chain. Okay, so I'm going to go insert that 3 times. Okay, so for those 3 steps in the pattern, we're going to be inserting pattern number 1, and we'll choose pattern number 2, and we'll just go insert, and then we can go to pattern number 7 and choose song chain 7, sorry, and choose pattern number 3, insert that. Then we'll go to pattern number 4, go there, and oops, sorry, to choose a pattern, insert that. And then on number 5, we'll go to song chain 13, and then we'll insert number 5 4 times. And now we go to song mode here, song mode enabled. What will happen is it'll start at pattern 1 and go through the song chain. So Let's press play and see what happens here. So you can get very creative very quickly with Flux effects and Drambo. And then if you wanted to take it a step further, of course, we could go to channel 2 maybe, add in a generator, just an analog kick here. So there you go, getting creative with Drambo and Flux effects by 4Pockets. Awesome stuff. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Consider becoming a Patreon or making a super thanks to help support me and Joe, or making a one-off donation via PayPal. All the links are in the description below. Helps us out here at the Sound Test Room. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Ta-da!